That's what he did. He put a hit up.
You
But the
cannot,
thing about it
you
is,
cannot, even if people weren't thinking that, that'll motivate them to do that. You can't do
he
that.
put a whole green light on anybody who wants to rock with
That
him.
nigga
Whack.
put a
So
green
and so
light.
the
Yo,
team.
that
So
Listen
no,
to
no,
how
mind
he
you, mind
said
you,
it. He
he's
sounded
gonna go to
emotional.
prison. He's gonna go with his car, the '60s car. Mind you, he's gonna have homies from the '60s car that are gonna have his
that,
back. Meaning
that's
that
gonna have his back.
they're gonna have his back to and they're. You guys don't understand the implications that this is gonna put on the yard.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is kind of shit on the yard is not gonna be like.
Everybody from '60s don't disagree with the nigga.
That's what I'm saying. They don't. So they're gonna ride with him. He's gonna have homies up there. They're gonna ride with him. So if you're saying that every car got the hit out on him because they fuck with Nipsey, I mean I could say
No,
a
that
few of
nigga
them,
said
but
every card he said, you gonna have a real rough time. Every gang got a green light on
yeah,
you. Like he telling him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what a judge is supposed to say is due to your safety and security, I'm ordering you to be placed in,
protective custody, SNY yard. You get
protective
yeah.
custody or something. You ain't supposed to say no shit like that. And at the end of the day, I think the judge, I think he got caught up in being a part of the Nipsey history because he knows, like we know, Beast, nigga, you don't call no dogs when he get to
Who
the
the
state.
fuck no?
Know
That's what I'm
that
saying. He don't
they
call
know that
shit.
they gotta do certain things or they liable.
So is that grounds for an appeal?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I mean,
Damn.
you might have fucked up the case because you just issued a hit. A judge just issued put a green light. So the judge, mind you, it's not nobody, no one of
He
the inmates.
come
It's the
back, he can
judge.
come back and say
Yeah.
that he had biased sentencing. See, remember the jury found him guilty, but the judge gave him the time, right? It's always a low and a mid and a high that you can get. So in this case, he got 25, 25, and 10. So I was always wondering, why in the fuck did they give him 60 years? It's kind of symbolic. But now it's looking to me like this judge nigga is really paying attention to the politics. Like, it's very rare you hear a nigga with 60 to life. So when you look at it, you like, well, Nipsey from 60, nigga gave this nigga 60 to life, right? And then I was like, well, I blew it off. But listening to that judge, that nigga's caught up in this shit. I've never heard a judge speak like that.
I was going to say, Wack. It sound like a little personal. Like there's a
Yeah,
connection
he
there.
caught up, yeah, and see, what that could do is open up the doors for appeal for a sentencing, on the sentencing side. You know what I'm saying? Because they, the judge the one issued the sentence. They could have gave him, that same 60 could have very well been a 35. Because they gave him 25, 25, and 10. It could have very well been 25. They could have ran everything concurrent. There was options in there. It was options on how you want to sentence this man. You know what I'm saying? And he chose to run him consecutive. 25 for this, 25 for that, 10 for that. He could have said you got 25 for the murder, 25 for this, and 10 for the gang enhancements, which would be run concurrent for 25 years. He just opened himself up for dude to come back down for appeal for resentencing.
Yeah, he ran that nigga bow-legged 3 times.
He ran him bow-legged
25,
3
25,
times,
and 10, yeah.
which ain't practical. You know that ain't practical.
Is there any way that we can connect?
Whack. They call that stacking. They stacked them. They call it stacking, and that's not allowed no more. It's called stacking. They don't allow that shit no more.
I'm throwing a dart in a dark place right now. So, is there any way that we can connect any dealings, any business dealings, or any type of politics from Nipsey's camp to anything that the judge got going on? Because it sounds like something's going on there.
It sound like
it looks like
that shit sound personal.
Yeah, he shouldn't have did that.
Is this the same judge that gave him 60 years?
It's right.
Yeah, the same nigga.
See, yeah, that's not.
But it could. He issued a death certificate. He put the green light. He did the green light. Nobody else did. He did the green light.
Man, you are not supposed to use the words green light in a motherfucking court.
That's a prison word. That's a prison word.
Doing
That's a prison word, Wack. That's a prison word.
That's a prison word. Nigga, what is you
coming out of a
talking
judge
to a judge? I said, this nigga just said you got a green light. Nigga, you just green. Listen, he's the first one for us that we heard in that system to say he got a green light, nigga, that came from the judge.
He the one that green lighted him.
Look, you're gonna have a nigga that do something to him. Look, you'll have a nigga do something to do, right? And come back and say, well, shit, I only did it because the judge said. Y'all gonna convict, the judge called the hit. straight up and use it in court. You cannot find another case where a judge is talking some shit like that. It's crazy.
I hate when shit
They
like
was
this
that
happen
way
because then
because
I hate when shit like this happen because then those conspiracy theorists be like, see, I told you.
But at the same time, he was in jail and he already suffered a brutal ass beating.
He did that nigga from neighborhood crip. What you mean? Nigga,
That,
that's
but what I'm
happening
saying
every
is,
day.
look,
That's just
what I'm saying is he's already been greenlighted.
no, that ain't no green light, motherfucker. Nigga, let me explain something to you.
That's
If you from
politics.
if you a neighborhood crip and get sent to Wayside, your ass is grass. You a gangster anything and get left in motherfucking county, your ass is grass.
That's true.
They just
Yeah,
reported that. Like that's every day. You know what I'm saying? You ever heard of Suwoo moving and grooving? Niggas had to click up in the county. That's Bloods, Hoovers, what was it? Bloods, Hoovers. I want to say that might be the A-Trade Gangsters or something like that.
The gangsters, yeah.
Nigga, all clicked up as one click coming through LA County to get to Wayside. Right? Like,
Right.
so what happened with him in the county jail, that ain't nothing new. You can go pull up 8 million cases. That's going down. Niggas already know where you going and where you from. Better tell them where you from. They can try to place you where you need to be. Where you think the beehive came from? That's a unit in Supermax.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that is. All blood unit in Supermax. Right? So it's like, for a judge to say some shit like 2Ps, I ain't never seen that, bro. Judge said you got a green light.
For me, I was thinking of it more in the sense of like what he did. Shit, that put
What he do, baby? Bro.
What's up?
Listen, this is what I need you to do.
Mute up. I'm gonna mute up.
I need you to.
What's up?
I need you. Let's erase the fan shit.
Okay, let's do that.
I want you to
'Cause I'm
come
not
back.
arguing
I
with
want you to come
you
back
on
to the
point.
east side. I want you to go to the east side of Long Beach. And we just gonna throw some names out there. Just miscellaneous names. All right? OG Mudbone then told Lil T-Dog from the babies he's a snitch with no work. And Lil T-Dog know he ain't no snitch. Two insanes.
Yep.
What Lil T-Dog gonna do?
He gonna fire off on him. It's about to be up because he just labeled him a snitch, and now the homie's gonna be on him, and he ain't gonna let that happen.
There you go. This is why when y'all keep saying this other shit, that's all that situation was. No more, no less. It was him. And even with that, it wouldn't have never went nowhere if Big U wouldn't have did the Peace March. Without the Peace March, think about it. The Peace March with Crips and Bloods had nothing to do with how he got killed because the blood didn't kill him. That was just Big U doing something in memory of his little homeboy. And then niggas tied that into, this ain't happening because of Nipsey. That's happening because Big U called that. Big U would have never called that. It was just, man, Nipsey homie killed him. Yeah, they killed the nigga. There go the video. It's on TMZ. 3 more days later, that shit would have been over with. Without that Peace March, and now the Nation of Islam showing up, everybody showing up, it's televised, Black Sam capitalized, Moody shirts. Without that Peace March, it's another PNB Rock, another nigga dead in South Central. PNB State was 7 days over. Now, left some niggas from Philly would have came down here, went over there to the location, set up some candles, tried to do a march, and killed 3 niggas from over there. Boy, PNB be a martyr. You putting too much on it. The man wasn't killed by the police, saving an old lady or saving a child. Like, The murder is everywhere in LA County. Y'all know that. It ain't damn neighborhood who ain't got a situation where they homie ain't killed the homie.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That is a big
Being
fact right
real, it's
there.
like, what the fuck this shit is? So it's like the blow up of it, and a lot of people don't realize, came from the Peace March. But think about it. What does the Peace March have to do with how he got killed? If a blood would have killed him or an enemy would have killed him, okay, we get it. His death brought the Crips and Bloods together to kill the violence. But it wasn't the blood that killed him. It wasn't the A-Tray gangster or Hoover, none of that killed him.
Right.
It's the Rolling 60 that killed him. This, I ain't saying it's normal or natural, but that's what that is. And if you think about it, everybody know who called the Peace March. It wasn't Black Sam. Who called it?
Big U.
Big U called the motherfucker. So it ain't. But once again, this is the power of social media. Motherfuckers didn't know who the fuck Nipsey was. Boy, they got to seeing that shit moving on social media. Nigga was, oh shit, all right, they saying Nipsey. Yeah, Nipsey. Yeah, the marathon continues. The DJs, I called all the DJs out. I said, you bitch ass niggas. When that nigga was alive, he couldn't pay y'all to spin his record. You niggas doing the Nipsey hour now.
No, that's a fact. A lot of
Pay
people
y'all to
called that
fucking
shit
run his
out.
music. One song. They spinning this nigga 60 minutes straight. He gone. Why y'all couldn't do it while he was here? We could have benefited off that shit. Because everybody was trying to find a way to be part of what was being talked about. All these motherfuckers that did what they did, but none of them trying to be part of what he was doing when he was here. Let's keep it real. That man was signed to Atlantic Records, man. That man wasn't independent. You know what I'm saying? So everybody saw, even my fucking my ground support company. They said, Wack, you think we can go over there and provide the cars for the funeral? Go look at what the plates say on all the SUVs and the Sprinters and the Rolls Royces. Platinum. It wasn't about that. It was just about the publicity. I hate to say it. 80% of what we saw was propaganda. Real shit. Niggas was using that man's death as a way to get somebody to talk to them or see them or say, oh, such and such did this, such and such did that. None of these people attempted to do nothing for this man while he was alive. Real shit. Outside of the label, Mike Kaiser and them, his brother, his immediate circle, Cowboy and them, and Big U and his immediate circle, and the Rolling 60s right there that loved him and genuinely fucked with him. The Game, DJ Khaled, Jay-Z, Trick up in Detroit, a few cats around New York, K. Slay, Kendrick, the rest of these niggas, you can't find no feature work or nothing they did with that boy.
It's Ray Give TV.
Puma, the cats that really fucked with him, did business with him. Find it.
Shit, everybody you named was really real. Like,
no, these are
solid
people that really
ass
fuck with him.
niggas.
Steve Lobel, he's a bitch. He told me 100 times how much he hated Nipsey Guts. Did he? Beast. Where Beast at?
Yo, right here.
You see something on what I sent you, say Steve Lobel on one of the runs?
Absolutely, absolutely,
Understand what I'm saying? He told
absolutely.
me that's why he hated his guts.
This is wild.
Yeah, they don't want to get me started, bro. This is
They
why
don't
they
want
let
to fuck with you though.
they do
Why they
not
fuck with
want to
you?
get me going.
Why they fuck with you? Why they fuck with you, man?
Now for a long time, Beast, you've been hearing me talk about that.
Long time, long time, years, like 2 years
Yeah.
now.
So it's like he hated Nipsey guts. Hated Nipsey guts. That nigga hated. He used to want draws to go do something to him and all kind of crazy shit. Draw big, you would ignore the nigga. Hated it. Why the fuck are you even trying to all that shit, bro? That nigga Steve Lobel done told me 10 times, man, fuck that dude, man. Everything we did for that, I see him, you Nipsey, you's a bitch. Nigga, you's a bitch. That's why the homies from family slap the shit out of your bitch ass nigga at that motherfucking concert, nigga. I didn't stop it, you bitch ass nigga. Yeah, that's why Manchester from nigga slapped the shit out of your motherfucking ass in that motherfucking at that motherfucking Staples Center, nigga. Yo, Wack, you fuck with Steve? I don't fuck with dude. All right, great. What's the nigga Russ? That nigga got the shit slapped out of him at that Russ concert. Deny it, bitch. We got the content. Yup. Real shit. Shout out to Juggernaut Security. He know who it is. Y'all know Manchester. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, pow! Over there robbing people for their money, manipulating these new up-and-coming artists.
That nigga was robbing people.
Yeah, manipulate, telling niggas he can do something, send me 500, send me 1,500, send me this, send that, then he stop answering his phone, all that old punk shit. Definitely. You know, but yeah, it's just real shit. You know, the niggas that fuck with his music. Snoop, I gotta throw Snoop in there. But overall, that shit was propaganda, straight publicity stunt. Think about it. Man fills up the Staples Center, Rue. You hear me?
Yeah, I'm right here.
He fills up the Staples Center, 18,000.
I was there.
Right? Fuck it. Let's lock in family and friends at home, boys. It's on the streets. Let's lock that in. Fuck it. I'ma give you 10,000. That's still a lot of motherfuckers, right? We can agree.
Yes.
Family, friends, and homeboys
Yes.
on the streets, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that leaves 8,000, right? But why, when he booked the show, he couldn't sell out something that was 1,500? Where you niggas was at?
I don't know. I actually.
Where they was at,
I
Rue?
know what you mean. One time I went up to, but I don't know if this had to do with the locations. Honestly,
No.
I'm being real. I'm being real right now. I don't know if it has to do with the locations, the promoters, the choice of promoters. I think that those things do play a big part in it because
Nipsey is going to post where he's going to be, Rue.
Go ahead.
Nipsey's going to post on his Nipsey Hustle Instagram where he's going to be. If you are a fan of Nipsey, you're going to see that.
Correct.
He's going to start posting about 30 days out. And every week he's going to post. It's going to be a link of where to get the tickets. So if y'all can fill up the Staples Center 18,000, we're going to give 10 to his home
TV,
family and friends. Well, we still got to lose 8. Where all you miscellaneous niggas was at when it's time for them to do a show?
The Palladium.
Man, I'm telling you, Wack, like it has to be the promoter. Because when I went to a concert. It was him and Tip, and it was in the Pomona. It was in Pomona at, I think, the Ontario something theater. I don't know, some spot out there. At first it was like chill, like
Fox
it was like
Theater.
regular traffic, like any club. As the night went on, then the motherfucker got packed out. But it was kind of confusing for me because it took a while before that venue got packed out.
Was it a show or was it a club?
It was like a theater. Like a theater that they use, like
Was the Migos there? Was the Migos there this night or no?
No, the Fox. Yes, the Fox one.
And Pomona.
And it was Tip and him. They were performing the show together.
Tip's not a draw out here on the West Coast.
What
Everybody
happened?
got their region. No, Tip's not a draw here, so it was on Nipsey.
Yeah, so it was on Nipsey. You're right about that.
Again, Tip got his fans, but this ain't 2004,
So it was
2005.
about it was me and like four of the girls, and the four of the girls was from '60s, and then there was a couple of they peoples with them, so they had a nice crew, you know. But as far as like majority of the club, no, it
Just what I'm
wasn't a lot of
saying. So
people from LA.
where these other motherfuckers was at that showed up to the funeral? Where y'all been?
I get what you're saying. I see what you're
Let's go
saying.
worldwide.
Like motherfuckers
You
really
seen it?
wasn't there for
You
him.
seen the Nipsey Hussle tour? You seen one? You know, if it's a demand for one, they
No,
gonna do one.
no,
Where
no.
all these motherfuckers at in the world who was social media with the shirts? Where y'all was at?
I could speak to when he came down to Atlanta in 2016, nigga. It was only tops 50 people there, and
That's what I'm
we was
saying.
there kicking it with him, his DJ VIP, the nigga Jorge that be with him. We was kicking it with all them niggas,
Where all these
but it
people was
just
at? That's
yeah, it
why
was
when
like
niggas got
50 of
mad at
us.
me, I'm like, yo, bro, I'm just speaking what's real. I'm not saying it wouldn't eventually happen, but at that time, the body of work and what it was, I can't put him with these arena niggas that's been around 15, 20 years. And I can't do that.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate because he been putting his foot to the to the ground, doing what he got to do, like really putting himself out there, promoting his business, actually opening a store and doing his thing. Like he was doing his fucking thing, and he was getting support from the local community. But I feel like that man was so damn humble to a degree that he was giving everybody a chance to fuck with him. That's why I was like, when it came to the promoters and shit, like I know he used this promoter group like called the 86ers. They were in charge of that fucking thing. And I'm like, y'all niggas is hitting people
It's
up
a
in their
lot of people
inboxes
been
trying to
like
get them
that.
to come to the thing. And it's like, damn, like if he would have if he
That
would have
ain't
had the
on
right team
them.
around
That
him, he
ain't no,
would have really
listen, all they can do, Rue, put it up, promote it,
I know.
radio it, make sure the venue is there, make sure the tickets is available. It's on the fans.
It's also, it's how hard you promote this shit. If you just promoting it every here and there, but I get what
If
you're
the
saying though.
fans ain't
It's on the
fucking with
fans.
it,
He
it
wasn't
ain't
really
gonna
worldwide
move.
at that time though.
If the
Hey, hey,
he never went worldwide.
No, he never went. Exactly. He wasn't worldwide at that time.
If the
until he
fans ain't
passed.
fucking with it, it ain't gonna move. I don't give a fuck. You know how many songs I dropped that the fans didn't fuck with?
Yeah, I hear
If the
you.
fans ain't fucking with it, just ain't gonna move. This just was
That's
real.
facts. That's facts.
Give a fuck who you are. Kendrick Lamar last album did 50% of what the other ones ever did. For some reason, the fans wasn't fucking with it.
So why did he start fucking with it when he died? That's so weird.
There it
So
go.
strange.
You ain't hearing what I'm telling you? Propaganda, social media, bandwagon shit.
Riding the bandwagon. I get it. A lot of people
Listen,
felt that way though. What you saying? A lot of people felt like that from LA. So you're not saying nothing wrong. You on point, Wack.
bandwagon motherfuckers.
They
Listen,
were. They
listen.
were from the East
That nigga
Coast to
had
this
about
coast to what?
that nigga had about 4
What you
songs I
see?
felt should have went. That last time I checked shit should have went. They wouldn't even play the shit on the radio. But then when he died, they got the Nipsey hour in every state. They spinning this Nipsey music, mixtape music, everything he done
No,
had, 60 minutes straight.
but we gotta shout out DJ Charisma. She the only one. She was the main one. The only
Well,
one.
I mean, that's our local.
And that's crazy though, but that's what I'm
But we
Yeah,
saying though.
talking
and the
There
LA
about
was
in
leaker.
rotation, like
man,
you
that's
you can
crazy.
find 8 songs from the South, okay, 3 songs from the West, and 3 songs from the East and 1 from the Mid. You can find it in rotation, but you couldn't find Nip. They wouldn't, and all these songs was out. He did 50,000 units the first week on the marathon,
Yeah, that shit was
Hey,
a banger. Like,
right?
Hey, what? He had that Bullets Got No Name 1, Volume 2, Volume 3. He had that
All
right.
that. The
marathon.
nigga
He had
had
She
that
the
he
only
motherfucking. He
had
had
like
one.
gangs
4
and shit.
songs
Hey,
personally I felt should have went.
The
But guess
LA
what?
Leakers.
Guess what? This shit that we saw happen at his death. Well, nigga, if y'all saying he was all this is why y'all acting like this, then where the fuck was y'all at when he was here?
exactly where you're saying with this shit.
Where
Like, where the
y'all
fuck
was at?
where was everybody at when you could fill out a stadium for Staples Center like that and motherfuckers is
Or
rioting
when
for
you
you
can
doing
download on iTunes and stream. Or when you can call in the radio station and say, yo, we want to hear that Nipsey Hussle. I can't put it on the radio because radio going to go off the demand of what the call-ins from the fans are. You know how many songs I get in radio and I'll lose it in 3 weeks because the fans ain't demanding it? It's real shit. Where it's at. You know, a song only stays on the playlist if the fans stream it. If it ain't streaming, they gonna bump it off and add another one. They're not gonna keep shit there that y'all showing that y'all don't want to hear because then y'all stop coming to the playlist. When y'all stop streaming it, they bump it down and it usually fades out and you